Hello viewers and welcome to another video. Finally, it's about time I upload another Half-Life. Well, actually, I already did upload on Half-Life, but it didn't work out the first time. Of course, I know why it didn't work out the first time. Anyway, we're going to try this again, and I'm sure it's going to work if everything goes right. Basically, I'm going to be playing. Basically, this Half-Life is created by Valve Corporation at the year 1998. More precisely, it's November the 8th. And there you are on the picture is Gordon Freeman. The new Gordon Freeman. This game uses the engine known as Gryff-User engine, which is pretty nice. It's a head-up modified Quake engine. Now, the game that uses Quake engine is Doom, although it's the Doom 3. They use Quake engine. I never played any game, but I heard about those. Those engine isn't bad, but this is improved. Now, as for this game, I'm going to be basically playing. I'm going to be playing without crosshair, and I'm going to be playing at the hard difficulty. But before we're going to embark our adventure, we're going to do a little training room, and that starts right now. Basically, Hassicle is the training room. So while I'm going to explore this course, I'm going to talk what I do with my video and something in general. The first thing I'm going to mention is the Photoshop. As you know, just right before you click on my video, you notice there's a thumbnail. If the door can open. I hate this annoying door, man. Well, before the video, you see a thumbnail. Just right before you click it.
HEV suit can be slightly
that picture, I actually created my own picture, and I use a special program known Adobe Photoshop. You all heard about it, this software. It's more precisely Adobe Photoshop CS5. And I go to just jump here. In each of my videos, I'm going to do my best to create a thumbnail that's related to sort of chapter the game. In this case, the thumbnail I had created for this video relate to this. That has a course. If my video go well, so that's good. What the scientist has over there? No doors? Huh? No doors? Oh my god, scientist. You're all alone too. My, not good idea there, scientist. You could suffocate. Yeah, well, not really combine.
This will prepare you for the next room, where you will have to do both moves at the
Anyway, if my fuse, if I do well in the fuse, I mean super well, if my fuse do so well, I might create a competition relating to Photoshop, like who can create the best thumbnail for me. But if my fuse go well, I might host them. But that's all depends. But right now, I create my own photos, my own thumbnail. That's it. 4 minutes 30 seconds, not too bad. Now this one, it can be difficult.
Then jump up, and while you're in mid-air, go into a crouch. It's tricky, but you'll find it comes in handy.
It's pretty hard. It takes a couple attempts to get this right. I imagine for most beginners, it takes around 5 to 20 minutes to get this part right.
Nice job.
And we got another vent. The next topic on my agenda in this video is the YouTube channel, or more precisely, the video channel. My last attempt didn't go too well because the length in the video and my commentary it's not perfect. Length of video is way too long. For it, especially for my Warzone, it's too unbalanced. My commentary is too boring. The length is all over the place. I will mumble it too much, so I have to try to speak slowly. So this is why for this video, especially for this one, and this is why I created. I have to do this is my take 2 or take 3 of this video, and this is take 3. And what I do is set up a target fuse. After if they meet a certain target fuse, I proceed on to the next episode. If I don't get it, if I first don't succeed,
keep trying. You'll get it.
Try again. And as you see, the target fuse really depends on the subscriber, that's such a factor. Subscriber, the likes, pretty much content of the video. I don't know, the target fuse, I'm only comparing them. It's really a measure of how good my video is. How good my video is.
Nice job.
And so on. I'm going to try to keep this video, especially this one, about 30 minutes for the hazard course.
Please start the lift by moving up to the button, looking at it, and pressing the use key.
Okay.
There's only one way down.
So my object is making short and sweet. Okay, basically what we have to do is hit that target here. Let's see, can I get near bullseye? Okay, we head to the health station. Oh, by the way, yes. I have played a bad game known as Dodo 2, and I have started playing that. And something familiar, like I love this game so much. It shares some of the sound, like this sound. It is awesome. I also try to create a video and try to keep my voice correctly. Now, as for the next topic is Tiara video. Of course, I'm going to improve my quality of this video. I'm working on my special project on Tiara. But what I'm going to try is create a special project known as Tiara Fortress. Oh my! Oh god, the visit here is just... Look at that! Oh my! God, Gordon Freeman is strong. And now I'll pick up my crowbar. This part I remember. Yeah, crouch down by pressing duck. Now, for most of them starting off, and in this form Half-Life, it can take some time, rarely, but they get stuck here, believe it or not. And they don't know where they're going, but all they have to do is break, crouch, and break. Alright, back to Tiara. So I'm working on Tiara Fortress. It's a crossover of Tiara and Team Fortress 2. So hopefully I'm just working on that and working on my 9 class loadout, and hopefully that go well, and I'm looking forward to this video.
Activate your suit flashlight for the next area.
Alright, as you see, this room is unlisted. I show you how easy this room to complete this room. There's security guard, empty room. Yeah, empty room. That is another thing I have to talk about this. Yeah, just unlisted. And when Bonnie hit that switch, like it made an animation like entering the code animation. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This room is so easy. This is not a weird dark room.
Great. Remember, your flashlight drains power, so switch it off when you don't need it.
And also, in addition, when the flashlight is turned off during cross, the battery will charge. You forgot to mention that during cross. Alright. Another thing to notice is the weapon. Now for this Half-Life, I'll be using it from the... See, I have a high definition, so it may cool down. In Half-Life Source, however, I'm not using high definition. Anyway, let's hit to the target room. Target room.
But if you miss the first time, don't worry. It will come around again.
12 minutes. Oh, I need to catch up a bit more. Oh, hurry up, Jane Cross. Yeah, you need to hurry up, Jane Cross.
Commencing sequence in 5.
Yeah, please.
3,
Please.
2, 1.
Behind. Too easy. This is a scout. I'm too good. I miss. That was easy. Got you. You missed. Got you. Oh, Jane Cross, that's too easy. Oh, that's too easy. Swimming. Well, Gordon Freeman can swim. And look down, we have a blue texture water. Blue liquid water. Let's jump down. Water is blue. Swim up. Yes, swim up the air. And at a certain time, if you stay down too long, you see O2, you lose health. But if we surface the air, we regain our health.
Oxygen indicator on your suit's heads-up display returning to its previous level. You are free to swim on to the end of the course.
And the next thing I'm going to discuss is the Warzone 2100.
This is the charging unit for your hazardous environment suit. When you are running low on power,
I'm just checking my agenda and charging up to full strength. As for Warzone 2100, before I mentioned that,
directional indicators at the center of your display show you where damage is coming from.
yeah, the fire. Oh, look at that! I get. Ouch.
Proximity to radiation. Activate the
Guided counter? Huh?
Biohazards are also indicated with the luminifier.
Do I have a guided counter? No. Oh no. Oh no, I do not have a guided counter. Well, that is pretty bad news, viewers. In the PC version, if you own this, you probably do have PC version. I got bad news. There is no guided counter, so you have to travel through this. So you have no choice to go through the way this room. For those who have PlayStation version, you have a guided counter. You take no damage. Just activate your guided counter, and you breeze through safely.
Please advance to the next area.
Will do. Now for Warsaw 2100, I wasn't entirely happy. Well, you see, in fact, almost all of my failures didn't meet the target fuse.
Lead a security guard into the next room. He will let you back into the transit.
Didn't meet my target fuse. In fact, the length of the Warsaw is so unbalanced. That's so unbalanced. Anyway, they're the scientists. That's so unbalanced. I'm gonna restart the Warsaw from scratch. And, well, actually, I'm gonna play them. I'm actually gonna start a new game. I'm gonna start a new campaign and play them from scratch. Warsaw 2100 is quite fun.
To engage the train. Press your forward and backward keys to
So what I plan to do is I'm going to restart, and I'm going to delete all my failure after episode and after, and record them for new, and just work one episode at a time and set up a set interview. I think 20 to 30 minutes should suffice, and that will make my commentary much easier. I tried to do 2 hours commentary and didn't work out too well. So I'm going to restart anew, and hopefully this go good. A bit more balance, and should be more fun this way. So that's what I plan to do for Warsaw 2100. Anyway, we reached the end of the amazing hazard course for original Half-Life. I hope you enjoy that. So let's see how we go for the. Let's see how like in Half-Life Source, or is it really Half-Life Source? Let's find out. And now we are on Half-Life Source. Yeah, a much improved of Half-Life. Well. And this Half-Life Source meant to utilize an engine known as Source Engine. It's the next evolution. It's the next level of Core Source Engine. It's developed by Fat Corporation, just like it developed this game. Now, the Source Engine is first used actually is Half-Life 2. The Source Engine is awesome. The physics is amazing. Light map. Everything, environment, light source, dramatic light, dramatic shadow, vector map, light animation, 3D animation, ragdoll, you know, all the engine that make up the game. It is amazing and it's very realistic. But, and now this Half-Life Source is created in the year 2004. I can tell you the score, the Metacritic score for the PC. For Half-Life, it got a 96%. You see that in the mod sometime. 87% for PS2. In Half-Life Source, there is no PS2 for this one, and it received 91%, a good drop. Now, there is some part in this game I have played through this, and it is glitched out actually. We're hitting 90 minutes. Okay. Yeah, so it's 1998. And we're going to find out how well it used the Source Engine. So, this is pretty much, it's a bit different here. Now, the new game, you can start any chapter as you wish. And I got far as chapter 5 already, and for some people it didn't show chapter 4 and chapter 5. As always, this one is glitch. That bit of bug, and yeah, so already there's something wrong with this game already. Not perfect. Alright, I'm going to play at hard difficulty as before, and we're going to do the training room. Okay, we're up to 20 minutes.
Hello and welcome to the Black Mesa
Woo! Smooth opening. It's more realistic lighting. You get to see what the soul engine is like.
You can see it suspended up ahead of you. If you see one of these buttons, press it and
Now for this topic, I'm going to talk about how the source engine should work, what advantage it took.
For use in hazardous environment conditions.
So I'm going to choose something basic. Now to getting my speech ready for this. Alright, the first thing I'm going to talk is that you take advantage. You just saw by James Cross how the model it look cool, and the lighting, well, we'll talk about that later. It's the vector and pixel shading. Take example of this one. Much better. And we take a look at the scientist here. She's fit, by the way. Now the vector shading, what it basically do is it's quite hard to explain. What it basically do is it transform each of the vector in 3D. It get into vector space in 2D coordinate that will appear on the screen. Portion in what it basically is. Oh god, sorry. Yeah, it get the detailed position, movement. Oh, what on earth? Anyway, that's a big glitch. Lighting and color. Sorry, it get each vector. Well, it just fine for. Imagine this body here, Jim Cross. And then, you know, you kind of face mesh. You know, vector is just line that's formed on the 3-dimension object like that. For each vector, for each line, you get the vectors. You get all the vector in a single. Imagine a single line. It is confronted with vector space in the 2D coordinate that appear on the screen. And for each of them, you get the position, the movement, the lighting, the color, and then just do basic calculation. And then once it's done, it integrates back.
Look up and continue moving forward.
And once everything is integrated, you can get a model moving. And as you see, quite detailed. And also you'll get the picture shader, which is you get a 2D effect. It kind of 2D mesh or blur edge and detection. Sorry, viewer, I'm doing my best.
Don't be surprised if you miss the last one a time or two. If you can make all three in
So that what make up color.
Doing well.
And as you see, it's not too bad. It's a good improvement.
Great work. Now there's one more style of jumping you need to learn.
Alright, moving on. The next thing I'm going to mention is dimension light and dimension shadow. Basically, how it works is dimension light. And here you go, we'll jump over here. Alright, too good. Actually, how the dimension light work is. We see there is a couple of props. There's a prop, spot sunlight, spotlight, you know, dimension light. I summarize this. What I basically do is, from the source of the light, such as this control here, and what basically do is every object that is affected by this thing. Like when you wait out light, it tries to simulate is which object get hit by the light, where, and then based on that, it calculates the diametric light, and from there it calculates diametric shadows. They're pretty expensive.
Find the target on the floor below and do your best to hit it. If you take any damage from the fall, we will administer medical care at the next station.
And dimension shadow, you know them. So it do certain calculation. It's based on the movement. It depends how where it goes. Good jump.
Major fracture detected.
Let's continue on.
You will find medkits like this one throughout the Black Mesa compound. To restore your health, medkit and press your use key.
Oh my god.
Your health will recover gradually until you are at full health, or the kit is
Now,
depleted.
dimension shadow will depend on the point entity. It actually depends where the point entity is. Depending where the point entity as we respect to light. Also, sunlight is another thing we mentioned about that. And you name them. It do a dramatic shadow. Now, the question is how accurate this dramatic shadow and dramatic light.
To spin that bridge, walk up to the control wheel and press the use key.
And that is, it can be, and in my view, for Soul Engine, is very accurate compared to Source Engine. Also, Source Engine feature improve vector maps, it more detail. Okay, I have to stop breathing. I almost got that fear interrupted. Anyway.
What you really need to do is push that box down into the pit. Pushing is easy. Just move forward against the box and you can... If you can't push
The other feature is called Source is pushing and pushing. It's more realistic.
While holding down the use key to keep a grip on the box, move slowly backward. The box will come along with you.
The box moving is more realistic, and if I push it forward, it's a lot more realistic. Now, another thing finally I'm going to talk about is ragdolls.
You can try breaking the objects in your path.
For the Source Engine, the pop type has improved greatly. You know how port interacts with objects. Now anyway, we have crosshair, and actually it interacts very well with the object. You name them.
Suit flashlight for the next area.
Okay, and now I'm going to talk about this. The next topic is going to talk how well did this game utilize the Soul Engine. Okay, well first of all, this dimension shadow and dimension light is better than Source Engine in a way. It's more realistic. Now as you see, we're missing a flashlight here, and honestly it should be right there. Now as you see, it's pretty hard to complete, so you need a flashlight. It is good, but unfortunately not as well in Half-Life 2.
Great. Remember, your flashlight drains power, so switch it off when you don't need it.
Okay, we'll move on here. Oh, you see this? You see during the loading, you see the loading happen in the wrong spot, and that's disappointing. And dimension light and dimension shadow is just, see this table, there are no dimension shadows. That is mistake. And this score bar, it's just also not accurate enough.
Welcome to the Black Mesa target.
In addition,
where you will receive training in
they didn't utilize enough of the picture shader and the picture shader and the vector shader. Okay, this is gonna using the normal one, the regular model. So in conclusion, I am.
Come around again. Try to reload.
Yeah, they didn't utilize this.
Ammunition at a critical time. To fire your grenade launcher.
So they haven't utilized this engine pretty well.
Certain targets will break only when hit by grenades.
So
Commencing sequence in
I just got to target practice, and I taught later.
2, 1.
Got you. Did you see that? You see that? Now, if you just saw that, is I shoot through glass. When I shoot that target through the break of the glass, when the very first shot, even though the glass hasn't broken yet, is the count. Now that part right there is broken. Alright, I just shoot this 2 more targets. Oh, bad shot! Look at that. I didn't hit. Oh my.
You have completed the Black Mesa target range. Please advance to the next area.
Yeah, this part right there, it got actually broken. Now, some part in the game is broken.
Your ATV suit monitors
Especially when you get to the level.
when you need to find an air supply.
Especially when we get to a certain level.
Your oxygen levels will begin to drop. At the midpoint,
Alright.
you will be given an
Let's jump down and mobilize the water. And she jumped nicely. Ooh,
catch your
go
breath.
up, please.
You will see the blood oxygen indicator on your suit's heads-up display returning to its previous level. You are free to swim on. to
And
the end of the
also,
course.
as you can tell by this, around this area, it didn't utilize most of the source engine, sadly. A Half-Life source use is actually many of the texture you're seeing here is and model is still from the original
This is a
Half-Life.
charging unit for your hazardous environment suit.
Overall Half-Life, it didn't utilize most of the, it didn't fully utilize
Directional indicators
the source engine.
on your display.
That you find them in Half-Life 2. Which is quite disappointed.
Activate the guide
Ah.
counter and radiation display. Biohazard
Yes, I do not have a guide counter, so I think I have to go through this again.
Please advance to the next area.
So, because it didn't do too well, and most of the critic isn't happy with this, especially I know a student known as Tripmine Studio.
Hi, Gordon.
And for this reason is, I don't know, we may have have begun development in the same year 2004. And this game is known as Black Mesa. And the aim is the aim that Half-Life source as theater. It does use the source engine, but not fully. But what the Half-Life aim is, it's gonna really fully utilize the source engine. And that is the purpose of the Black Mesa. The Black Mesa already finished. Anyway, we just move
Security
on.
guard into the next room. He will let you back into the transit system. You must approach a guard and press
Oh yeah,
the
and
use
there's
key.
one more glitch
Follow
here.
until you face him and press the use key again.
I'll show you here. Watch this. I cannot shoot this. I can't shoot this. Oh man, you kidding me? Just take a look at that now. That thing is bugged. I can't basically So what must have happened? Those turtles start with still health, and the status is still alive. So because it's at still health and the status is still alive, I basically can't reduce the damage. I can't get the health down to 0. So I can't kill it, and that thing just kill me.
That's not an ambush. We better be
Lead
good.
a security guard into
Yeah.
the
Another thing about this now.
let you back into the
Another thing is
you must approach a
the security guard played the script as they were in danger, and that didn't happen in Half-Life. So
The guy responsible for
see,
this.
another script there.
Sure, I'll follow you.
Access denied.
Oh my, it's getting pretty annoying.
Okay, I'll wait here.
So we need to end of this video. 7 minutes over the target video time.
Press your forward and backward keys to increase or decrease the speed of the train. Press your use key again to disengage.
So for all those reasons,
Congratulations.
this is why the Black Mesa is created.
You are
That
now
is the
fully
reason.
certified for use of the HEV Mark IV protective system.
So that's why Black Mesa is created. Now, before we end the video, I'm going to give you a important advice. Very important advice. I'll be showing off Black Mesa as well. For those who have Half-Life and have Half-Life 2, if you want to download Black Mesa or you already have Black Mesa, I will highly recommend, well, first of all, you do the hazard course for the original Half-Life. But in Black Mesa, there is no hazard course. There's no hazard course in Black Mesa. You don't get one. Well, there is a hazard course map in Black Mesa, but it's not perfect, unfortunately. But instead you're getting hazard course in Black Mesa, you're going to get a few step-by-step instruction. It's not straightforward. So for that very reason, and consider Black Mesa is actually harder than both of the Half-Life. At the same difficulty, for this reason, not only you want to complete your Black hazard course, I highly recommend you do all the chapters and Half-Life on at least medium difficulty. At least that difficulty. Highly recommend you play Half-Life first and complete them well before you even consider playing Black Mesa. Trust me, it's the best way to do so. Black Mesa has finished in 2012, I think. It's awesome. It received a Metascore of 86. It should have been 97. It got a mod DB Years of the Award. So Black Mesa is an awesome game. So viewer, that's all for this video. I did my best with this commentary. I know it's a bit over the time, but at least it's shorter. So please rate, subscribe and comment on my video. And I see you next time.